Okay, maybe a small introduction about spreadsheetsoftware.com. We created a tool called ExcelAnalyzer, which is an extra button, an extra Excel add-in in your Excel. Spreadsheet software based in Maastricht in the south of Holland in 2011. My background is from real estate. I worked for about 15 years in real estate business. And during that time, I had to do everything within Excel. And sometimes, or a lot of times, my manager or my boss or my colleague said, "Hey, Maarten, the forecast model you built, is it correct, yes or no?" And I said, "Well, I tried to do my best. It's like the cross fingers method." And then in 2011, I left the real estate company, started my own company, spreadsheetsoftware.com. And what we did, we created or built Excel models for the different industries, real estate, banks. And we got more and more the question, hey, we have a spreadsheet, can you check it for us because there's an error in it? And in 2013, we got a spreadsheet from a bank in Luxembourg. And they said, it has one error in it, and then we had to check it. It took us about 6 weeks because it was a 50 megabyte big spreadsheet. And that's why we were thinking about, hey, why not build an extra button in Excel and Excel add-in which people can use to order their own spreadsheets. So why are we here? We are here because everybody here on this line loves Excel. Some Excel facts: we have 750 million people using Excel. That's why Bill Gates is one of the richest people on the planet. And 75% of these are used in crucial company decisions. And 95% of these spreadsheets contain serious risks. So what's the advantage of Excel? That's the flexibility, and that's also the disadvantage of Excel. What I mentioned is ExcelAnalyzer comes as an extra button in the Excel ribbon. I will show you that in a moment. ExcelAnalyzer is all about trust. I can trust my calculations again because I checked it. Save time because I don't have to check cell by cell. I can do now with just one click on a button. Improve quality, building better spreadsheets. And reduce cost because less time you have to spend on checking cell by cell, so that also reduces cost. Many things that can jeopardize your model. So for example, you have external links, formulas which goes to another workbook. You have address formula errors. You have hard-coded formulas. Somebody put a hard-coded number in a formula and somebody is asking, where does this hard-coded number come from? We have inconsistent formulas. We have intersheet links or formulas which goes to another sheet. And sometimes you have a lot of spaghetti spreadsheets. Numbers formatted as text. If you sum up these numbers, then the sum outcome will not be correct. Hidden cells, having the same background color as font color. Hidden rows, hidden columns, hidden sheets, and even very hidden sheets. And most of the people we teach ExcelAnalyzer never heard about very hidden. I think most of the people here will have heard about very hidden sheets. ExcelAnalyzer does far more than just checking formulas because there's not much more going on in a spreadsheet. You have VBA code, you have tables, pivot tables, conditional formats. Maybe you have an error in a conditional format formula. Validation cells, how are the sheets connected with each other? So ExcelAnalyzer is about discovering the full DNA of the spreadsheet. So what I mentioned before, 95% of all spreadsheets have errors, while 95% believe that spreadsheets are error-free. So let me just show you a little bit about ExcelAnalyzer. It's just a glance of what ExcelAnalyzer can do. Let me just show it. Okay, so what I tried to say is this is a standard workbook with a lot of different tabs. And the question is this spreadsheet correct as yes or no? Does it have errors in it, yes or no? So ExcelAnalyzer is an extra button in the ExcelAnalyzer ribbon. So every morning when you open Excel, you have this ExcelAnalyzer in your Excel. And just let's check this spreadsheet. So ExcelAnalyzer has two powerful features, the formula analysis and the workbook summary. Just click on the formula analysis. You will get this screen, and the screen shows immediately that this spreadsheet has 26 tabs. Just select the tabs you want to audit, click on Start. And what the software is doing, it's checking cell by cell, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, in all the sheets you selected. And it will first read all the cells. Second of all, it will generate a report of all the formulas used in the spreadsheet. And the third step, it will, as a default, generate a copy of the original sheet and puts it next to the original one. We got a lot of feedback during the process of developing this tool. And in the beginning, we got feedback, well, I don't want to touch my own spreadsheet, so please don't color code my, my original spreadsheet. So that's why we decided as the default to make a copy of the original sheet and put it next to it. So let me just show you the outcome. So this is the original sheet. You see all these tabs in your in the spreadsheet. These are all copied tabs. These are copies of the original sheet. So from this, ExcelAnalyzer makes this. So it's highlighting. And what it does, it will highlight constant cells, giving them a light gray color. These are text cells, and every unique formula gets a different color. So the blue formulas are 100% the same formulas. These are copies of each other. Here at the right, you have the review panel, which helps you to dig deeper into this specific sheet. For example, if you click on the tracing formulas button and you just select the blue highlighted formulas, you see that they add up correctly the 3 rows above. So they are all correct. What happened here? Well, here the green ones is an inconsistency, so probably you forgot to add row 4. Now, auditing is a process where you check the copied sheet, but you also have to fix it. Normally, you would do something like this. You copy this to the right, but the copied sheet is always protected, so you have to fix it in the original sheet. That's why we invented this Edit Formulas button. If you click on it, you will get this green pencil. The original sheet is selected, and now you can fix this error. Well, here you also forgot row 10. Fix it here, and what happened here? You forgot row 6, like this. But to be honest, this is a really easy sheet. Let's show you a little more complex sheet. So this one, a lot of people give a lot of nice background colors to their spreadsheets, but the question is this calculation correct? Just check the copied sheet. Well, because we don't have so much time, I will just show you the tracing formulas button, which is a very powerful feature of the review panel. Just select some formulas, and you see that the red highlighted formulas add up correctly the columns B till M. So they're all correct. What happened here? Well, you probably forgot column L and M. Click on this Edit Formulas button again and fix it like this. And what happened here? Well, you forgot row 11, etc., etc., etc. Now, maybe one last example. This one, is this correct? Finding the needle in the haystack. Just check the copied sheet. You see a lot of different colors because every column is a different formula. This is the VLOOKUP with a hard-coded number 4, 5. So copy down the rows, all the formulas are the same, but copy to the right, they are all different. That's why every column gets a different color. Just go down. This was an inconsistency. This was an inconsistency. And because we created this demo sheet, I know that at the back of this sheet, the people who built this sheet, they copy-pasted some of the formulas to value, which they should not have done. Now, with this first analysis, you will get this report. And this report shows that this spreadsheet has 8,834 formulas. That's not really important. What's much more important that it has 449 unique formulas. And a unique formula is, every color is a unique formula. So the first sheet has 1, the blue, 3, 4, 5 formulas. Now to expand all formulas, click on the 2 at the left corner. And here you will get a list of all formulas used in the spreadsheet. So for example, somebody put a hard-coded number in the formula on sheet 3. You can click on this link and you jump from this report, you jump to the same spot in the copied sheet. So here, and you see this is the formula with hard-coded number 500. Now, if you would be interested in just which formulas have hard-coded numbers, just hover with your mouse over hard-coded formulas and you get a list of all hard-coded numbers used in the formula. Just select here, show me all hard-coded formulas, and ExcelAnalyzer will sort this report for you that you only have the formulas with hard-coded numbers. Are you looking for a specific number? Well, which formula contains the hard-coded number 20%? Just go like this, and here you have the list of formulas with the hard-coded number 20%. Or if you hover with your mouse over functions, you can see you get a list of all functions used in a spreadsheet and combine your functions used in this specific spreadsheet. Well, this is a demo sheet, so it has a lot of different used functions. Normally, we see spreadsheets which maybe have 6 or 7, maximum 10 different functions. So ExcelAnalyzer is a tool which helps the model builder to build better spreadsheets because he can fix the issues immediately. Now, once you are done, you can check or click on the formulas another time. When you do the audit the second time, and all sheets, the copied sheets are deleted and refreshed with new ones, so you always have the latest status. So the cycle is, you run the formula analysis, you check the copied sheet, you fix the problem, clicking on the Edit Formulas button, you run it again, fix it again until you are done. Maybe you have to do the session 10 times. Then you click on delete all copied sheets, and all copied sheets are deleted, but you finish where you started, but you have a better spreadsheet. That's 50% of what ExcelAnalyzer can do. Maybe a quick other workbook summary, just click on it, because in the PowerPoint, I mentioned that ExcelAnalyzer does far more than just checking formulas. It checks the full DNA of the spreadsheet. So it also checks if there are charts, does the spreadsheet have comments, how are the links between the sheets, etc., etc. Just let it run. I'm just checking the time. Felix, how much time do I still have?
Sorry, I had to search the mute button. You can have another like 10 minutes.
Okay, perfect. So this second workbook summary will add 3 reports to your spreadsheet. For example, the first.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Very interesting. The tool. How does it work with a VBA on top of it? So the spreadsheets I've seen is that they'll have complicated spreadsheets as I've shown, but on top of it there'll be a VBA macro doing other things. So does this also deal with that situation?
Yeah.
So spreadsheet with VBA on top.
Yeah. Now, but Samuel, he mentioned I think maybe their tool will check the VBA more in full. What ExcelAnalyzer is doing is first doing, for example, well, does this spreadsheet? This spreadsheet doesn't have VBA code. But if it would have VBA code, you will find the VBA code here. So what it does, it will summarize the number of procedures. It will also show you which VBA code is in the spreadsheet. And what it also will do, if the spreadsheet would have, for example, let me just answer your question. So let me show you if I would put a shape here. And if you have a shape, you can add assign macro, but there's no macro in it. But if you would assign a macro behind this object, then what the software will do, ExcelAnalyzer will show you that in this detailed report, in the second one, it will show you that this object has VBA code behind it. So it will show you the VBA code. It will also show you does object have a VBA code behind it, but it will not check individual all lines of code if they are correct, yes or no. Is that answering your question?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a few other things I want to show you from this workbook summary. For example, does my spreadsheet have charts? Well, on sheet 23, we have 4 charts. And if you hover over here, you have a print screen of the chart in the report. And even in a chart, you can make an error. So if you click on this link, you will jump to the same spot in the copied sheet to that chart. And you have to fix this chart. So what I mentioned, ExcelAnalyzer does go much further than just checking formulas. This is one of the, well, for us it was the most complicated report to build, but what it does, it will show you the connections between the sheets, the formula connection between the sheets. And what it will show you is that it has 4 different colors. Light green means that these are standalone sheets. These don't have any formula link to another sheet or from another sheet. Red means that you have one formula which goes to a formula from an outgoing formula from this sheet to another sheet, and there's another sheet linked to this sheet. So if you would delete the red highlighted sheets, you will have @ref errors in your spreadsheet. You can even just say, okay, just focus on just this sheet, and well, maybe this is not a good, but this one. So the sheet expense has 4 unique formulas which refer to two different sheets, and there's one formula on this sheet which refers to the sheet C expense. So if I click, for example, on this green number 1, I will jump to here, and all other formulas are white out, so you just focus on the formula which goes from the sheet expense to the sheet world. Or which formula on another sheet, which is an incoming formula, refers to the sheet C expense. It takes you forever to check that manually. Just click on this orange button. You will jump to this sheet, and it will show you that this is linked to the sheet for expense. Click on this in the review panel on this model flow report, link again, and you jump to here. If you would go down, here is a report of all external formulas in your spreadsheet. So for example, there's one external formula on sheet 6. Click on this link. You will jump to this specific copied sheet. All other formulas are without, so you just focus on these external formulas. Maybe one last thing, because we released, after building on the upgrade for 2 years, we released this new version yesterday, and everybody here online can just get a free trial of the software. Maybe we can share this link afterwards, Felix. But what I want to show you is, and this is specifically built for companies or model builders who have to check spreadsheets from other persons, so not your own spreadsheet, but from somebody else. And let's take a look at the second copy sheet. And when I click on edit formulas, I could edit this formula, but if it's not your spreadsheet, you are not allowed to fix this this inconsistency, and that's why we put in something like add comment. Well, my name is Maarten. This is about, let's say, formula inconsistency. Why did you not add up row 4? This is a high priority because you really have to fix this issue. Fix, that's maybe a hint, fix some formula like this. And then you will see that there's a high priority. These are the cells. It's about a formula inconsistency. Today it's 25 June. My name is Maarten. Why did you not add row 4? Now, as a review, we can put comments in the whole spreadsheet. Well, let me just do some really quick. So this is a comment. Let's put a comment on here. These ones are hard-coded. That's not, there should be formulas like this. Now here comes the trick. Once you have added all these comments, you can generate a report of all comments you put in the spreadsheet. Just run the comment report. And the comment report will look like this. And what you will see is that on sheet 1, we added 1 comment. On sheet 2, we added 2. On sheet 4, we added 1. Here is the text. Why did you not add row 4? If you hover over this comment, you will get a print screen of the surrounding of the comment you put in. This is the priority. You can always change the priority afterwards. This is the hint. And here comes the trick. You send this model to the model builder. Let's say that Felix is the model owner, and Felix will put his name here, and he will say, this is a mistake, should be fixed. Okay. Now, once Felix has, and I'm almost done, just 2 minutes, and then we are good to go. Integrate responses. Then we are going to integrate the responses of Felix into the comments. And here comes the trick, is that the question I put in the comment is now answered by Felix. So you have the question and answer in the comment, and now you can fix the model. You can even just say, okay, just let me print out all formulas, print formula report, and here you have a list of all the formulas with the hard-coded numbers, etc., in the spreadsheet. Felix, this is it.